Good morning. Happy Easter. I am hopping on really quick. Instagram's been super weird lately about Insta stories. So I'm getting on here really quick to just do the rest of my face and to show you what a color correcting shadow or highlight color looks like. Hey, Haley. Hey, Belle. So if you have been color matched for me, I always recommend 4 colors. But as you can see, I've got some like discoloration going on right now. So I want to show you when I color match you with a, hey, Raven, with a color correcting color, what I mean. So I'm going to be working out of my double decker right now. And my color correcting color is amber. So what I'm going to do, amber. My main shade right now is Candlelit. And so to cover up these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my multitasker brush and I'm going to cover them with like a shade darker than my normal color so it actually covers them. So we're going to take amber. Hey, Ayla. Tanner woke up this morning and was wondering where you were. So he was super sad. All right, so stay with me because it's going to look crazy, but I promise it's all going to come together. So that's going to cover it up. And when you get a correcting color, it's going to need to be darker than whatever you're covering it up with. So we've got that on there. Now, today I'm going to use the B squared brush to do my makeup. I love the Buffy, but we're kind of running low on time. So I'm going to take the smaller end and dip it in my main color, which is Candlelit. And lightly apply that everywhere. What is everybody doing for Easter? Do you guys have like family traditions that you do? Or I know we have an Easter egg hunt that we did yesterday that my niece scheduled and planned the whole thing. Let's see. So again, my all over color right now is Candlelit. So I'm using that lightly everywhere. We'll bring it down our neck. And then when you go over to the side of your face that you have the color correcting color on, you do not swipe. You're just going to tap it on to cover it because you don't want to wipe off the color correcting color. So we're just going to lightly stipple that over so that it blends with the rest of our face. And it's finally gone down. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but my left eye, yesterday I thought I scratched it, and then I got home last night and realized that this pupil was like fully dilated, but this one wasn't. So it finally went down and I can finally see out of it okay. But I was on the struggle bus yesterday. Okay. So we've got our main color everywhere. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with our contour color. And my contour color that I'm using right now, I'm going to use Indigo, which is this dark shade. So you don't need a lot of it. I typically don't color match people with indigo just because it's a little scary if you're not used to contour. But once you get the hang of it, it's a really pretty color that's going to last you a long time. So we're going to take our Detail Hack brush, just lightly dip it in. And this is buildable. So if you don't want to go in super dark, you can just kind of build it to the color that you want. And I am doing a flash Easter giveaway. And all you have to do is if you're watching this live video or if you're watching the replay, you need to DM me the color of the lip and cheek that I use. I will go through the DMs and pick a winner tomorrow. You can, I will make sure that if I'm not following you that they don't get lost though. All right, so we've contoured. I'm not going to blend everything in now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go underneath my jaw. You can win any lip and cheek of your choice. We have a lot of really pretty new colors. I've got some staples in my palette right now is Ruby, Summer Love, and this is actually Plum. Plum and Nude look a lot alike, but Plum is a little bit more on the purple side. And Nude has like a little bit more of like a mauve-y color to it. Okay, so we're going to stop there with contour. Now we're going to do our accent highlight, and I'm going to use the new Buffy brush. I'm going to use the smaller end and dip it in linen. And it's not a lot of product. And I'm just going to apply that under the corner or the triangle of my eye. And I'm not going to blend it in right now. I'm going to go in with my Perfector sponge in just a second. Where did I put that? There we go. All right, so damp Perfector sponge. We're just going to blend all that in. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to use the Best Blend Forever brush. And because I love using this for my lip and cheek right now. I don't know why. It just kind of gives it a little bit more of like a streamline. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to start with Summer Love. I'm just going to put a little bit on the brush. We'll come over here. And I don't know what is going on with Instagram stories lately. I had one the other day and it only posts like 4 videos and then the rest of your story is gone. So I didn't want this to be in little clips and you guys to miss important parts, especially since we're doing the giveaway. So we'll see how this live thing works. All right, so I've got Summer Love on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush and go into Plum. And just add a little bit more color on top of that. And we'll blend those two together. The blushes don't have to be blended. I just like if you've got like a lighter color and then you got a darker color, how they kind of play together. We'll also put a little bit of that Summer Love on our lips. And I am sure I will get this question. On my eyes today is the Cayman bronzer as a base. I have Bubba in my crease. I've got Philly on the outer corners and Goldie on the lid. So if you are wondering about eyeshadow looks, that's what I've got going on. All right, so now what are we going to do? We're going to do Illuminator, and we're going to do the Photoshop Illuminator, and we're going to use this same brush. Photoshop is, let's show you. Actually, we're going to do Bella Bronzer first, but this is the illuminator that we're going to be using. It's a powder. So this is Photoshop and this is Angel. This is a cream illuminator. If you're not big in illuminators, I would stick with the creams. But let's do Bella Bronzer before we get too far into that. So this Bella Bronzer is the cream brown bronzer right there. We're just going to apply it to the tops of our foreheads. Hey, Anna. Hey, Crystal. Hey, happy belated birthday, Anna. Looks like you guys had fun. And I know this old mom totally would have been invited if I wasn't out of town, so it's fine. And I should probably say hey to Rebecca too, because there's a good chance that, Rebecca, I just said your name. I was like, there's 100% chance she's coming on soon. All right, so that's the Bella bronzer. Now we're going to do illuminator. No, we're not. Now we are going to set it with, I do my illuminator last. And since I have mascara on, I'm not going to spray this. I'm trying out the D-Slick Urban Decay setting spray. My son has pulled my hair out, y'all. Somebody come save me. So I'm not going to spray it because it's going to make my mascara watery and run and do all sorts of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly spritz it. Haha, we were literally laying next to each other both watching. I knew it. So I'm going to spray this D-Slick setting spray. Instead of spraying it on my face, I'm just going to put it on a beauty blender and set it this way. Normally the last thing that I will do is my mascara, but I wasn't really thinking today. All right, so we've got that. Now what I'm going to do before I do the last step, I'm going to I've been trying this out. I know y'all hear me talk about the Coty Airspun from Walmart setting powder, but this e.l.f. HD powder is pretty legit, and it's like $5. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I had a couple of people ask me the other day about baking, and I'll show you just while I talk through this last process what it means if you're baking your makeup. It's essentially just putting a very thick layer of setting powder on the oily parts of your face and letting them sit there to absorb while you finish the rest of your makeup. And I'm using the Power Powder Brush right now to do this. And this setting powder is very finely milled. So it is, it's little pieces, not pieces. You know what I mean? All right, so if you're baking your makeup, you're going to apply this or whatever kind of translucent setting powder you have to the places that you get oily, and you're going to let it sit for, if you can let it sit for 10 minutes, let it sit. I'm going to let it sit just long enough to put it on and then wipe it off. But if you have a problem, if you're oily, if your makeup's not lasting all day, do this. You'll look kind of crazy at first, but you'll thank me for it later. #1 fans of the Humble Hustle Club. I can't with you. You guys are so funny. What did y'all end up doing, for Anna's birthday? I'm sure it was fun, and I'm too old to hang with y'all youngins now, but okay. So let's pretend like I've had this on for 10 minutes, and once it gets on for 10 minutes, it truly does absorb into your skin, and it helps melt the makeup into it because it uses, the warmth of your face. But pretend like it's been 10 minutes. I don't have 10 minutes, so we're just going to roll with it. I'm going to take this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly dust it away. And you will notice if you actually leave it on there, as long as it does, the places that you put, look at that. The places that you put it, it's matte, it's brighter, all of the things. Okay, I'm loving it. Next, or the last step, is just going to be Photoshop Illuminator. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used for my lip and cheek, tap a lot of it off because I got way too much, and it goes on really powerful. And I'm just going to go to the tops of my cheekbones. All right, so that is the Photoshop Illuminator. It's on. I'll probably put a little bit up here. Okay, so if you were not watching during the original discussion of the giveaway, watch this video, go back to the beginning, watch it, DM me and let me know what lip and cheek colors I used today, and I will go through all of my DMs and pick a winner to win any lip and cheek of your choice. I was going to say that I was just going to give somebody Summer Love, but if you're not a Summer Love fan, that's totally fine. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing Easter. It's beautiful here, so I hope wherever you're watching from, it's really pretty too. Get those DMs to me. Let me know what colors I used. I will pick a winner tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got. Happy Easter, friends. Bye.